My name's Nick. I'm with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B RV dealer in the state of Florida, #3 in the whole United States of America. We sell and service and do everything more Class Bs than anybody else in this state of Florida. It's hard to believe since we're in Gainesville, but we are smack dab in the middle of the state, but all we do are Class Bs. We love Class Bs. Our team loves Class Bs. Our technicians fully trained to work on Class B RVs. But today, we're gonna be talking about something that's not necessarily an RV. They don't call it an RV, they call it an adventure van. This is by the company 27North. They're a fairly new manufacturer based in Springfield, Missouri, and this is their venture van. This is not an RV, they say. It's RVIA certified, NADA book. I mean, it is an RV, but they like to call it an adventure van. So I like it. This is an adventure van. Today, we're gonna be talking about an adventure van. So this is on the Mercedes Sprinter chassis. It's an all-wheel drive, so it's on the newest chassis Mercedes has made. It has upgraded suspension, upgraded bumpers. Everything inside and outside of this van is meant for adventuring. So we're gonna be talking about adventuring. We're gonna be talking about 27North, a new company, and everything they did to upfit this adventure van to help you get on the road and start adventuring in it. So check out this video. Okay, so this is a 27North. Some people say, Nick, what does 27North mean? And you know what? That's the same question I asked when I toured their facility in Springfield, Missouri. 27North is the latitude and longitude line of Mount Everest. And so it's actually Mount Everest, but it also comes all the way across, and it's in Florida as well. But so it kind of signifies that they make adventure vehicles and expedition trucks that can go anywhere in the world. I don't know if they've ever had this at Mount Everest, but I would love to see this thing go to Mount Everest. I would do a video in Mount Everest with this van. But that is what the name means. People ask about it all the time. They are based out of Springfield, Missouri. They are a newer company specializing in adventure vans and expedition trucks. So starting with the van, this is what I want you guys to see. Everything has been modified or upfitted for the adventure lifestyle. So we got aftermarket wheels. So these wheels are not what come on a Mercedes Sprinter normally. This is the 2500 single rear wheel. True adventure people, adventure vans, they don't have dual wheels. And I asked, why don't they have dual wheels? Because I'm new to this space. Because if you have two wheels and you're truly rock climbing, rocks will get stuck in between your two wheels. Duh, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, right? But single wheels, it's easier to climb with single wheels, easier to do everything. They've upgraded the suspension to Falcon suspension, Falcon tires. They've added a leaf spring. They got this pretty decal. They have this super high-end sound system by Wet Sounds. It's for boats, it's for RVs, but it's really, really loud. It's Bluetooth, so you can pull out your phone and control it with your phone. They also have lights, so there's a big LED light there. There's 360 degrees worth of LED lights on this van. So as we're walking, you'll see this has a big heavy-duty running board. And there again, they upgrade the front suspension. They give you a little bit of a little more of a lift on this than the traditional all-wheel drive. They lift it up about 2 inches higher than normal to give you that extra clearance when you are going off-road. They are basically not sponsored, but they use everything backwoods, Al vans, everything high-end, everything top of the line. So this is a backwoods front bumper. These are RC lights. So you remove these covers and you have rough country LED lights that you can space up, you can go down, you can move those all around. And the controls for this are inside the coach. And then you cover it up when you don't need it to protect it from little rock chips and all that kind of stuff. But very cool, very heavy duty. You got more LED lights here. You have a winch. So this winch is meant for a couple things. So why do you need a winch on an RV? So if I'm driving this RV, to me, I want this winch because A, if I get stuck somewhere, I'm gonna go hook it to a tree or hook it to a rock, and use it to pull my van out. And B, while you're driving, if you want to be the good Samaritan and you want to help pull somebody out, you have a winch to do it. So I think this is like a 12,000 pound winch, which is insane, right? Heavy duty winch. Also a big LED light bar here that can be controlled inside the coach. More LED lights there. The LED high performance headlights by Mercedes. As we're walking, you see the nice pretty logo by Backwoods on the side of their bumper. Added suspension, these black Rhino wheels. Obviously this is what comes on it. You can upgrade or change to anything you want, but this is what comes. You have a nice big running board here. Now, what's very cool about this, even though this is an adventure van and not an RV, this has a lot of the high-end RV stuff that is included. Smart plug, so you plug the plug in and then it clips. And then once it's clipped in there, it doesn't come out, and there's a light that shows. Actually, let me grab the plug and I'll show you. So this is the plug, the smart plug here, stored in this very fancy little bag. But what's nice is this plug, as you're using it, it clips. So what you do is you clip it in, and then you cannot pull it out. I'm gonna break the van before I pull this thing out. So when you buy an RV from Sunshine State RVs, you get a full walkthrough from one of our technicians. We teach you how to use every single thing on your van. Most people fly into Florida, we cover your flight. You fly into Florida, we teach you how to use it, and then we put you up at this beautiful campground for your first 2 nights. This is Santa Fe Palms RV Resort, 5 minutes from our dealership. We put you up here for your first 2 nights of RV ownership, so that way you can test everything that we just taught you. You can plug in and you can charge it. You can dump everything in the dump station. You can plug in the cable. You can fish in the little pond back here. Everything you want to do is right here at this beautiful campground. But at Sunshine State RVs, we teach you how to use it. We fly you in, we teach you how to use it, we put you up at this nice campground, and then for your first 2 nights, we help you along. Anything you need, you drive right to the dealership. Anything breaks, anything doesn't work, you call us, we get you in immediately. There's no wait, there's no, oh, we're too busy. No, none of that. We get you in immediately. That is our promise to you when you're putting your trust in us and flying all the way across the, actually, I think we have 2 people camping in this campground tonight, right now, that bought from us last week that are still testing things out. So very cool. This campground's great and it's really close to us. So I say all that to say, this is something our technician will teach you, and this is something that they show you how important it is. Then it's easy. When you want to take it out, you clip these 2 things and it pops right out. So very nice. Smart plug is great. Here you have your city water connection. Here you have your auto drain, so that drains your gray tank there. So there is the sink is here, the gray tank is here, and it drains out. As we are walking, you see the rear suspension. They add a leaf spring, and they have the adjustable Falcon suspension as well. So all of that is there. I am not Overland and off-road smart enough to know how to adjust all of that stuff, but somebody on our team is, and they will teach you how to do it. Now, like any other adventure van, you do not want to have to dump a black tank. So you get a cassette toilet. So cassette toilet, I like how it's high up. It's not really low. It's not in a weird place. So you pull it out and you use the little, check this out. It's kind of like you're walking through the airport with your luggage, and then you walk over here and you dump it somewhere. You go dump it in a toilet, you dump it somewhere legal. I made a joke in my last video that you dig a hole and you dump it in the hole. That might be a little prehistoric. I don't know if you're actually allowed to do that. The things I say, I hope people don't take too serious, because I do just kind of say whatever comes to the top of my head sometimes. But I like the cassette toilet. I like how easy it is. I like how clean it is. It's all there. You're not gonna have a experience like Robin Williams did in the movie RV when you're using a cassette toilet. Okay, so now we're coming around the back. Now, this is where you're gonna look at the back of this van, adventure van, and you're gonna be like, holy crap, this is awesome. So this is a backwoods bumper. The backwoods bumper does have LED lights in it. This is also an OWL van spare tire carrier that has a ladder built in. So you have a true spare tire. You're not carrying around some little donut of a spare tire. It has a tow package that can tow 5,000 pounds. And this is neat. This is like a nuclear bomb shelter box. I feel like if a nuclear bomb dropped, whatever was in this box would still survive. I mean, this is serious. This is the OWL van box, and it opens like this, and you can put stuff in there for when you are camping. That can be outside. It's waterproof, it's fireproof, nuclear bomb proof, not really. But what's also neat is you can take it off and you can move it up, you can move it down, and if you're going somewhere and you don't want it for that trip, you just take it off and leave it in your garage. Or if you want 2 boxes, you buy another box and you put it right on top. You have one big box, 2 small boxes. So what's really neat is how customizable a lot of this stuff is. And you can strap things here. That's why they do this. So you can strap things to this here. And then there's these holes here to where you can adjust it and move it wherever you want. Now this ladder, we can climb up to the top, and there is a platform where you can stand on top of the RV. There's tons of solar up there. There's more of those bright LED lights on top, lights on the side, lights everywhere. One of the most unique things about this 27North van is this back garage area. So we are gonna cover that right now. In the back is what they would call a garage. So this garage, first it has a rear screen, very nice big rear screen. So if you are camping and you want the doors open, you can have them open. This garage is probably the most unique thing about this Class B, that it's a full stand-up garage in here. So what's nice is that you can put bikes in there. You can stand, there's bike racks, you can put 2 bikes in there, you can stand them up. You can put a kayak, you can put a stand-up paddleboard, you can put fishing poles, you can put, a guy bought one of these the other day and he does skeet shooting. And he's like, oh, I carry 8 or 10 guns with me and I do skeet shooting all over the country. You can put 8 or 10 guns in there. And you can put chairs and a table and a grill and whatever the heck you want to do, you can put it in here. I can stand in here, I can move in here, tons of space in here. It comes with an extra solar panel if you want it. Some people take that with them if they need it, some people leave it at home, but this has these racks here that they can put anything they want, tons of space in here. I just love this area. And then also, this is the bathroom. So the bathroom is here as well. So it is what they would call a rear bath. So I love how this area has lots of different ways to be used. I really like this garage. I don't know if you could tell or not. I really like this garage. It is so unique. There's no other van that we carry that has this type of room in a garage, and it doesn't take away from the inside of the van. You know, a lot of times a van will have a garage in the bed area or a garage in the bathroom area, but this just has a permanent freestanding garage all by itself to put stuff in. So very neat how you have the rear bath, you have the big garage. There is a 110 plug power back there, so if you need to plug something in, you can. And then this screen goes down and covers everything. So I think that for an adventure van, this is a very unique part of this 27North van, besides all the stuff they modify and the outside. So as we're continuing around, you'll see more of these Pathfinder LED lights, and now we're back where we started. So power awning with the LED lights on it as well. So we're gonna jump into the 27North Adventure van, and I'm gonna show you that the outside is rugged, the outside is tough, the outside can go to Mount Everest, wherever you want, but the inside is very luxurious, very comfortable with a ton of lithium power as well. So follow me inside this van. So now we're inside of this Venture van, and this has a very, very luxurious feel. From the wood slats on the ceiling to the nice birch countertops to this thing looks like it'd be something in a $1 million house. I mean, nice LED strips. I really like the dark cabinetry. So you do not feel like you are in an adventure van from the luxury, from the feel of it. But you know what? This is very, very much made like an adventure van. So we'll start with the power. So this has 900 amp hours of Lithionics lithium batteries. has a 3,000 watt inverter from Victron, has an underhood generator, it has solar panels, the entire roof is full of solar panels. So everything you would want to boondock, to overland, to adventure, to be off the grid, this van comes with it. You never ever need to be at a campground. This has no propane. You never need propane. Everything is built around the idea of being off-roads. They built this saying, the guy who owns this is never going to a campground. The person that owns this is never gonna need propane, or never gonna need to go to anywhere else to get anything except fuel for the engine. So everything is made to be energy independent. So you don't need propane, you don't need to be plugged in, you don't need a campground, you don't need a dump station, you don't need any of that stuff. Everything on this van, I mean, 900 amp hours of lithionics batteries, that's insane. Everything you need, I mean, you can go for days. 12 volt air conditioner, 12 volt fridge. I mean, look at this fridge. This is like a super high-end marine grade fridge and freezer. I mean, everything you need is right here. Oh, I just broke it. Everything you need is right here in this fridge and freezer combo. And it's real nice. It's under the counter, looks really, really nice. Dual induction stove. Check this thing out. I love this little power station. 2 110 plugs, 2 USB plugs, and a USB-C plug. So very cool how it's there. When you don't need it, it's down. When you want it, it lifts up. So I love that about it. Man, look at this. They even give you a nice fancy Sunshine State RVs mug. How's this thing follow me around everywhere I go? Nice product placement. When you buy an RV from us, you get one of these with every purchase, and a cool bottle of wine. I had a guy give back the wine the other day. He was a Baptist preacher. He said, son, this is not gonna work, and he handed us back the wine. I'm like, oh, great, enjoy the RV. So very cool how we have a nice big farmhouse sink. It's really big. It has this little cool thing in it here. So this is made to help dry dishes. So if you have it in here, you can use it. You can lay the plates in there, pans, whatever you want, but it's also nice to where if you want to put stuff on the counter, it is there. This is a nice pop filler. This can be moved around. It can do all types of things, but just gives you a real nice high-end feel and look to it. I really like the LED strips. You're never gonna get blinded by the light because it is diffused all throughout the van. There are wet sound speakers, the same wet sound speakers that are outside. They are also inside the coach. I like how heavy duty these latches and these hydraulic things are. So all of these cabinets here open and they're all independent. So I like, you know, sometimes you see one big, huge open cabinet. I like how it's individual. So that way each one can hold different. This is like a premium birch cabinetry. So big fan of the cabinets, the latches. You know, for off-road and adventuring, you want things that are, when you're rock crawling and you're adventuring, that are not gonna be swinging open and sliding open and all that. So very cool. This thing here is very neat. So this here is a, I don't even know what you call it. It's like a wall of hooks. There are hooks all over this thing, and what's cool about it is you can strap anything you want to it. So if you have bags, sleeping bags, if you have fishing poles, they have the option of having fishing pole carriers down there. But what you can do is you take bungee cords, and the bungee cords go from here to here if you want, and it holds something in place. So if you have a backpack and there's nowhere to store your backpack, you put your backpack right here, you put a bungee cord here, put a bungee cord there, and it holds the backpack in place. Let's say you're a traveling photographer and you have tripods and you have gimbals and you have all these crazy, very expensive photography tools that you want to be kept safe. You can strap them all here, and this thing is going to keep it safe. Very nice, very high-end, heavy duty. Check this out. So they figured, hey, there's a little space here. Why don't we give you some extra storage? So there's these like shelves that are like a foot deep. There's 4 shelves right there. Like, how cool is that? I never would have thought of that, but that's why I don't build RVs. So also up here, this is all of the controls for the van. So you do have your Victron screen here. It tells you the batteries right now are at 97%. They are being charged from the solar panels. They're putting 204 watts. This shows all this different information. And I like, this has a really nice marine look to it. You got your wet sounds, Bluetooth controller here, your awning controller, your lights. So these lights they dim. So you have them bright, you can have them dimmer, and then you have your freshwater thing, and then you have your pump out, so your gray water as well. And then you can turn the spotlights on and off here. You can do everything here. Now this side here, they chose to give you these soft wall storage compartments. So if you want to put stuff in there, let's say it's things that are a little bigger and they bulge out sometimes, you can use this to store that type of stuff. So I think it's neat. You got some hard storage, you got some soft storage. I really like how comfortable this is. This is all real premium leather, lots of space here. There's a smart TV back here with that can be used. And you're looking at this, you're probably like, Nick, what the heck is that? 2 different tables, how does that work? So what's really cool is that these can be set at different heights and they can be set for different people. So this is a 2-person adventure van, right? So one person can be sitting on that side and they can use this table for however they want, or they can be sitting here. The other one can be sitting here and they can use this table however they want. If they want to work from here, if they want to eat on here, or if they want to just be reading a book, drinking their coffee, you can do it all on here. If you don't like these, you can get rid of them. You can leave them at home. You can move them out of the way if you don't need them. If you're just walking back and forth, it can be gone. If you have your dog here and you want to have, the dog sleep on one side, you sleep on the other, and storage stuff in the middle, you can do that. Lots of different flexibility, lots of different options. But I think Lagoon has done a great job of giving you that flexibility you need to use these things. So a lot of people who work remote, they like to have different work areas. So there's 2 back here and there is 1 in front. So there's 3 Lagoon tables in this 22-foot Mercedes Sprinter adventure van. 3 Lagoon tables, not 1, not 2, but 3 Lagoon tables. My wife tends to sleep a little later than I do. So me and my wife are camping. She would be staying back here sleeping. Maybe that's why she's so beautiful. She's got lots of beauty sleep. And I get up early, as you can tell. And I would probably go in the front. I'd make my coffee. I'd go in the front and I would sit with the Lagoon table in the front and I'd hang out while she was sleeping back here. So it tends to work. This is pretty neat. When you are off the grid, you don't want to have to use power. You really want to conserve power as much as you can. And if you're in, let's say you're in, I don't know, Montana, and it's nice out, but it's just not warm enough to use your air conditioner. They give you this cool fan here that you can sleep with all night, and it runs off the battery. It's a 12-volt fan, and it's perfect. So I really like the fact that they give you a fan. Some people look at it and be like, a fan? Isn't there all this lithium and 12-volt air conditioners? Well, yeah. But sometimes you don't need that. You just want to turn a fan on. So it's pretty great that they give it to you. You don't have to go buy one and hang it somewhere. Lots of storage here as well. So there are 5 or 6 storage compartments here. I really like the placement of this, where it is, what you can do with it. As we are walking back, this area is that garage area that I talked about earlier. And now this is the rear bathroom. So you can keep this closed if you want. Does not need to stay open all the time. But when you do walk in it, there is plenty of space. Like I said, I'm 6 foot tall, 234 pounds, and there is plenty of space in here. I mean, space to use the bathroom, space to sit, and then if I'm showering, there is a handheld, how do I do this? A little handheld shower that I can use on my hands, or I can just leave it hooked in here like this, and I can, there we go. And I can just shower in here like this, and everything back here is meant to get wet. So this is what they call a wet bath. There is a screen here and there's more privacy here. So I want to do that. If I want to have the screen down and this open, I can do that. But everything back here is meant to get wet. This is all waterproof. Lots of space here in the back. So you got a huge garage, you got a rear bath, you have nice storage here, 2 Lagoon tables and a fan back here, tons of storage on both sides. So what's really cool, the way they build these is they put all of your plumbing stuff on one side and all of your electrical stuff on the other. So under this is all of your lithium batteries. Your lithium batteries are under here, the Lithionics ones. Your inverters under here, your whole battery system. Under here is your fridge, your plumbing, your toilet, your gray tank. All of your other plumbing stuff is on this side. So they really separate the two things, with the Oh, and actually, I didn't show you this nice big cabinet, did I? Look at that thing. Nice, big, huge cabinet there under the sink. I forgot to show you that. But then as you walk up front, what's cool is that you have a separate sitting area up here. So this sitting area is very neat because it has another lagoon table, and both of these leather seats, these are cat skin leather seats. And some of the other ones I've seen, they even have 27North embroidered onto this, which is really, really nice leather seats here. So what's nice is you can sit here. I can be sitting here with another table here. If I'm working, I can be checking out outside. I can have this screen down if I want, and I can be working from here. I mean, you know, there again, the adventure lifestyle is all about options, right? You can live in this, you can use it on the weekends, you can use it for 3 weeks at a time. There's so many different options and things you can do with these adventure vans that you might not be able to do with a truck and trailer or with a Class A RV, or even with a Class C. Like, this will get you places that you can't normally go. So what's cool is they're giving you a rugged outside, they're giving you a luxurious inside, and it's kind of, it's flowing together. So being that it's on the Mercedes chassis, you have the Mercedes luxury. So you got the 10-inch Mercedes screen, you got adaptive cruise control, push button start, you got all your switches for all of your LED lights all the way around the coach here. You got everything that you would expect in a Mercedes, power seats, heated seats, everything you would expect in a Mercedes Sprinter van, this thing has. But it's so rugged that it can get you to Mount Everest, potentially. I'm saying Mount Everest with air quotes because the goal is Mount Everest. Who knows? Maybe one day. And then while you're doing it, there's storage. So there's storage here. There's storage here. There's another cutting board. There's drawers. There's storage, premium. I mean, like high-end, luxurious, off-road, rugged stuff. So I don't know if you can tell, but ever since we started getting into this overlanding, off-road space adventure van, I've really started liking it more. I have yet to go off-road in a van. That would be an interesting feat, but I can see how people love it, and I feel like the more I learn and the more I see how you can do it, I'm really gonna love it as well. But I think 27North does a great job with this adventure van. I think that they've thought of everything that you can do in a 22-foot RV, from, you know, the big bed in the back to the garage to the 12-volt air conditioner to the 900 amp hours of lithium batteries to the nice premium leather seats to, you know, lifting it and the bumpers and all that. So anyways, we have this at Sunshine State RVs. It is in Gainesville, Florida. We are getting them all the time. We will deliver free anywhere in the United States. We will fly you here at no charge to you. Once you buy from us, we have a guaranteed service appointment within 5 days. Tech support over the phone anytime you need it. 27North has great tech support also. So anything you need from us to help your experience, to help you make a choice on what van is the right one for you, we want to help you do. So check out our website, check out our other videos, and I appreciate you kind of walking through this adventure van with me.